Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Sweat here once again with another STB Market Watch. And of course, today we're going to be going over the free stock alert I just gave, the management of it. We're going to talk about the profit, how we got in, how we got out for profit, because I didn't see it hitting our target. It fell just like I thought it would. And then we picked up more and then we ran it back up, right? So we're going to talk about that today and talk about some of the nuances in between this trading, right? And the reason why people lose at trading. There's a reason why people are losing. I'm showing you in real time, and I'm doing this for a reason, right? Number one, because people still doubt me. I know that's the thing, right? Otherwise, everybody who's watching this would be in the Discord and they'd be making money with us. So every now and then I have to come out and prove myself for free, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and break down some of the things that went on. You know, what did we see? What was happening? And then we're going to talk about your expectations, because a lot of times people lose because of their expectations. That's number one thing happens with most traders. They set too high of expectations or too fast of expectations. And we'll get deeper into that. So let's check it out first. Let's go over the trade. What are we in? What are we looking for? And how have we been managing? All right. So for those of you all who missed the first market watch this week, there was a stock alert in there that I gave. It was the SPY. I gave you pretty much entry. We actually gapped up right as I was giving the entry. Some people actually got in pre-market. Some people actually, you didn't catch the gap up, right? But if you caught the gap up, you were able to get in at, 447 maybe. And then it gapped up to 449. So it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play. We'll talk about that. But so I'm kind of, walking you all step by step in this. This is a free group, right? Tay's free alerts. I don't give many free ones because I don't want to piss off my people who paid for the Discord, but I like to come in and showcase my skills. Because some people need to see that. They're like, I wanna join your paid, Discord, Tay, but is it worth it? So every now and then I have to come out and show what I'm about, right? So I'm walking you through it. Of course, we do another update. And this is just 9:44 a.m., 11:50. I start to see that we're consolidating. I said, look, we're consolidating after the gap up. I'm not the biggest fan of that, right? So I'm gonna be looking to take a small profit here, right? And that was right around noon, which technically, if we're being honest, if you're a seasoned trader, you'll notice that 12, lunchtime is always a consolidating time. So it's not anything unusual, right? But as we were consolidating, I was looking for a nice, like a higher price target to get out, right? And when I mentioned that we were at 449 here, it was literally like 449, like even. So when I mentioned this, it was maybe 449 and some change, like 449.70, 449.90. We'll go with the charts. We'll go look at the charts and see exactly what it ended up hitting. But I got out, somewhere to where I was able to make a decent profit. I think I still took like 18%. Which I think I put a screenshot in here somewhere. Yeah. So, oh no, I didn't put it here. I put it in the profit section. Let's see. So I believe I put it here. Yeah. So right around that noon. So when I took profit, I was up 18%. Right. So total gain 18%. If you had $1,000 in there, you made, $180. If you had 10K, you made $1,800. If you had more than that and you plan on my level or higher, man, you made some good money. So we got in and out on that one. Let's see. So from there, what I actually did, I said, look, PS. See, a lot of you, I see a lot of you are seeing day trading time takes time and management position, right? Or management of positions. And what I mean by this is a lot of people don't understand what goes into day trading. Day trading is not easy. Like I have a price target of 454. That price target will get hit. Unfortunately, you have to go in and read the tape. You have to look at the buyers and sellers. You have to look at the charts, whatever it is you watch. I can watch all of it because I've been trading so long. Like, I picked up these skills along my journey. When I was trading penny stocks, we watched tape. Tape is probably one of the best things for day traders, especially if you trade penny stocks, because you can see the buyers coming in before it hits the chart, right? Then I graduated to more of a predictive mechanism. So I can get in, as you're seeing, I can get in and out before the tape starts telling me people are getting in or out, because I have the predictive indicators that we use, right? So what I do is, instead of teaching you all of this hard stuff, I just say, listen, I need you to know basic stuff and I'll walk you through it, right? And so I asked, I said, look, should we do more swing trades that are like 3 to 8 weeks out? Or should we do more day trades that are 1 to 20 days out? Most people, of course, they want to do swing trading because it's a little bit easier and it's more profit and it doesn't require much time, right? So we'll probably be doing more of swing trades in the paid Discord, because I'm seeing there's a big, desire to do more swing trading from the group. So I'll implement more swing trading. Okay, so once again, I told everybody, look, I'm getting out. I'm taking my profit. I locked in the 18%. I'm getting out. Why? Because we'll go over the charts here. Let's actually look at it. So from yesterday into today's market open, what happened? Well, let's check it out. When we look at the chart, literally, it gapped down hard. And I saw it coming. I'm like, look, y'all, get out of there. I said, look, I don't like this choppy action, right? Not only that, if you have been following the market watches, you will know that this here is a what? Bear flag. There's a bear flag if I've ever seen one. There's a bear flag. However, I am one of those traders, for those of you who don't, excuse me, for those of you who don't know, I'm one of those traders that we can trade the bear flags up and down. So when it makes this move, I know where to buy it, right? We bought it up, boom, we gapped up, we made money. It made, okay, so it went to 450, 71. But back here, let's see, right back here, like that 11-ish, 10:30, 11-ish, we made as high as 449.85. That's what I thought. So we were up here, 449.85. So as I was typing around that 11 a.m.-ish area, I was getting out. I was getting out in here / here. So even though a lot of people got in, so the market opened right here. So I was like, look, it's not too late to get in. You can grab you some if you like. They grabbed some at 448, and then we took it here, right? And a lot of people, sent me some screenshots, as you see in the Telegram, or excuse me, in the Discord profit section. Yeah, you see what we got. So a lot of people made money. They're like, look, I got out. You said get out. I got out. So I helped manage this position. It went up a little higher and we started grabbing, or I grabbed puts. I didn't want to give a puts alert because that's a little extra. That's a little much for a lot of y'all. So I know the focus right now was calls. So I said, just get out and then we'll collect back down here at that 444, 446 area, right? We didn't get 444 exactly. We touched 445 and then we, literally blasted back out of here, right? So as you see, hopefully y'all are in the group and able to, keep up with this, because I've been given the step-by-step, play-by-play. So let's go back to the Telegram or to the Discord. So as you see, this morning market opens. Like I said, I personally was in puts, but I didn't want to call that, alert out. It's a little extra. It's a little much. So, I made my 18% up, made my 18% down, 17% down. Most of you all should have made money on the way up. And then I told you to get out here at 11:50-ish, pretty much noonish. Most of y'all don't see the alerts exactly when you're supposed to. So you probably got out around 12:30, which it was still a good, still a good trade. And I said, look, you're going to take the small profit. I said, look, I will close this position for a small profit and re-enter around 443, 444, right? That's a potential $10 move. I said, I like that, right? Unfortunately, so today we got in. I started seeing some, some of the buyers started stepping in a little early. And this is why I say you have to manage your position. And for my people who've always, gone to like day traders or people who are just giving alerts, and it's like, oh, those alerts don't work. It's like, no. They work. You got to be able to manage it, because if I see buyers stepping in, as you see here, I said, look, so just like I thought, we pulled back hard, gap down, which I saw that coming. Big drop. Now we wait for our target entry point, right? So to be safe, I said we can enter between 444 and 446. I got a target for 444, but damn it, guess what? Them buyers stepped in. I showed you on the charts that 445, they stepped in early, which is why I give the range. It's very, very tough to just give an alert and then it just hit exactly where it's supposed to hit because buyers will step in, right? So we started seeing buyers step in. I said, look, this was the strikes. I gave strike. Buying while the market is falling makes it very cheap. So our puts, or excuse me, our calls were very cheap. So I said, look, we're gonna buy, we're gonna get those calls in, get them cheap while the market's falling. Set your alerts, and let's eat. So basically, I talked about my puts that I had on that play. So on the update, excuse me, I said we should all be in excuse me, we should all be in calls now. We are also seeing buyers step in via tape, and there's bullish divergence on lower time frames, which it was, right? So, when we give ourselves patience and time, I call it patience. So I always say, look, you got to give yourself time to hit your target. Some people want to do, 1 day expiration. I'm like, no, 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 no. Even though I know it's going to hit, pretty soon, short term, give yourself time and patience, and then you make some money with your patience. All right. So, long story short, I started dropping in some of the results that we're seeing just from this play. So towards the end of the day, this is where we were. We are not finished. We are not finished. So I'm expecting this thing to turn into, I don't know, tomorrow or maybe the next day. I'm expecting, I don't know, 20 to 35%, right? And then I'll start looking to scale out. I'll start looking to scale out. So, this is one of my affirmations. I am the market. I know where the market is going at all times, right? This is something that I've been saying probably over the last year or so. Yes, it's a little cocky, it's a little arrogant. I will agree. However, my track record, will speak for this, right? So you can do your homework. So let's finish the charts. Let's go in once again. Everybody who's in, you're good to go. If you are late, do not try to get in right now. Do not try to get in right now. So yeah, what am I seeing? Basically, what I pretty much expect. You all know I like gaps because we know gaps they like to close and retrace. So for me, I know we got a few that need to close and retrace. I like this here. It's closed it. It didn't get to retrace it here. I got that retrace at 451. That's gonna be beautiful. So I may even look to scale out since we got such a great entry down here. I might even look to scale out somewhere in this area as this gap closes. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep everybody in the Discord up to date, but this definitely looks like a great play. Lot of buying in here. Look at those bulls. So I like this. I like this a lot, actually. So more than likely what's going to happen, this thing, it fell pretty hard. It fell, popped, fell again, pop again. I'm expecting another gap close here, right? So from here to here, okay, fair value gap or field goal gap is what I've been calling it since I've been, last 11 years I've been trading. We call them field goals. I think so. We got to close, retrace. I think it's going to come back up close because of this gap up here. It'll close it again, and then I think we're going to get another retrace. So close, retrace, close, retrace. I told y'all to back test it. This is something I've been back testing probably about 4 or 5 years. Back test it and tell me how many times it closes and retraces. All right. All of this comes from back testing, right? And it was really good to hear. I got the chance to work with Jada Trader. I paid him, 25K to teach me futures, right? And it was good to hear him teach this because he sees what I see. And I like when I hear other traders that see what I see, right? It's really good feeling. So shout out to Jada Trader on that one, man. Really good guy. But yeah, that's really dope. That's really dope. So and just real quick, y'all, I like to always highlight or showcase this. Like I've been a trader for 11 years, right? I was really good already at options. And I humble myself, man. I'm like, look, futures, and I don't. teach me futures, right? I knew I was banging out millions of dollars from options. I could have just been like, man, screw your futures. I don't need them futures, but I wanted to learn futures. And I paid my man, he wanted 25K. I paid him 25K for one-on-one. And he taught me, right? He taught me futures and just enough to be dangerous once I apply what I already knew, right? So I just need to know the nuances of futures, right? Liquidation amounts, and they got the whole margin count where you have day margin, overnight margin. I didn't know any of that. So I was like, bro, teach me that so I can apply what I know, and then we'll go from there. So he had a few things that, really helped me with that. So I'm very, appreciative of that. But it was good to hear like similarities, like us trading gaps, and there's some other things that we had similar. So yeah, it was pretty good. He didn't read tape, so I introduced a little tape in there with it. Like I said, I don't really talk about tape much because we don't really need it because I got the predictive indicators. But we talk about tape, and I taught him how to read a little tape because he didn't know that, but it's been good, man. It's been good. So I just say that to say, no matter how good you get at this, you still need to, study more, and you still have to humble yourself sometimes. And when you don't know something, admit it, and then go learn from somebody who does. Right. So that's what I'm seeing. Like I said, I do have that 451 price target. I do think we're going to try to come back up here and reclaim highs. Um, if we can get that, or take that out, excuse me. We can take that out. It's definitely going to take us potentially as high as to here, trying to get these highs, right? Also, once again, we got this gap. Okay? So gap down, breakdown, gap. That gets us to 456, right? Me personally, I kind of gave a alert or the alert to about 454. Once again, I'm probably going to be getting out a little bit earlier. So I'm letting y'all know now. As the market continues up, I'm probably going to be looking to get out a little bit early. Okay. So everybody should know that. You should be good. But yeah, this is it. So once again, let's dive into the expectations real quick and we'll get out of here. So a lot of people had expectations of this, just going up and just going to the moon. But you have to set your expectations time-wise, and you have to set your expectations financially, or how much you're going to make, right? Because some people would have had this alert and they would have said, oh, I'm staying in, I'm staying in, I'm staying in, because I think we're going to get here and I'm going to make a whole bunch more money, right? And if your expectations were to make the full move that same day, it would have clouded your judgment of seeing something so simple like a bear flag. That's a bear flag, right? That's a big ass bear flag. And then when we come to a larger time frame, you'll see we got big buyers stepping in this buyer zone. There's a buyer zone right here, right? We got buyers as low as here. Okay. So look, they stepped in early. That's why I said, look, we can go to 444. I said, but the buyers started to step in, and we saw in the lower time frame, those buyers were stepping in like crazy. So I can guarantee you all of the buyers are not out of here yet. So I'm going to be looking for another revisit down here in the future. I don't know if it's going to happen right now, but in the future, I'm going to expect another move back down, pick up some of these buyers, and then we're going to blast off. I don't know how high, but I do expect some buying to take place in this box. All right. So once again, your expectations on the time, you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with that. Because sometimes you got to give it enough time to play out. And if you set these unrealistic expectations of, oh, I gotta, how it is, oh, I gotta get this today, and I gotta make, which is another bad expectation. I gotta make 100% on my money. I need to double my money today. Well, those expectations cloud your judgment. So when we're on this lower time frame, 15-minute, 30-minute, and you're looking at this play out, and you saying my expectations are trying to, double the money today, that's why people lose. They wouldn't have seen this because their expectations would have led them to think we were going up here, right? And that's not what happened. It gapped down, then we started making our way up. So this is how I'm able to call these things. Number one, I have predictive indicators, and I won't be teaching all of them, right? I ain't giving everything away for free, damn it. Because I want my shit to still work too. I know how that goes. Right? I'm not gonna fuck up my shit. I want my stuff to work. So we'll have these predictive indicators that we use. Like I said, you can take advantage of them by trading with me inside of the Discord. So, y'all can come in if y'all want to. This is how we get down. All right. So manage your expectations. Make sure that you are paying attention to the charts, paying attention to the tape. For those of y'all who know how to read tape, like I said, I don't really get into the tape as much as I used to because once again, I don't need it. I will beat the buyers in. I will beat the sellers in usually every time. Right. So I don't really need it because I have my predictive indicators. But once again, it's a good thing, to trade. Shout out to all my guys who trade, using tape. I rock with Lucci and some other guys, which by the way, I'm going to, we got a meeting here pretty soon. I'm gonna go meet with them while I'm here in I live here in Puerto Rico, and so does Lucci. So, go hang out with Lucci, man, see what he's talking about. But definitely looking to help more traders with this, right? Even if I don't teach it per se to you, because I want to keep it in-house. My goal is to at least help you take advantage of it. And then you can use the stuff that I have taught you, support resistance, bear flag. Today would have helped you super easy. You knew to go short right here. There's a bear flag. Or you knew not to hold those damn calls. So once again, the stuff I've taught you, the bear flags, support resistance, buy and seller zones, stuff works. The buyer stepped in at the buyer zone. So the shit works, right? Y'all keep that in mind. This stuff works. So as a matter of fact, we go back to the daily chart. Should be a seller zone coming up pretty soon, right? We got sellers in here. From here to shit, you go as high as here. So look at that. We got underneath, turned all of those to sellers, came up, picked up some sellers, boom, big sellers. Came down, big buyer stepped in, like, no, you don't. Stepped in, taking us back up here. Well, I can expect us to get at least as high as here because sellers from here should have already kind of, been taken out. So we might come back up here and try to test here, 455. That's my target, or one of my targets. Or it's a little short of my target, but yeah, we got sellers up here now, right? These should have been taken out by this one. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I've taught y'all enough to be dangerous, right? So then you can just come on in and you don't need the predictive indicators that I have. You can just use just some of these simple things that go, okay, take the alert, sellers here, buyers here. Okay, I understand the charts. I can at least know enough to be dangerous. So that's the goal, right? The goal is to be helpful, but not to, I got to be smart too. And I got to be smart not to like mess up what works for me and my team. So yeah, this is how it works. I hope this helps. Congratulations to everybody that made some money yesterday and for everybody who's up today. Tomorrow we look to see if we can get a higher move up and maybe even close out the position. If not, we got plenty of time. So we got 3 weeks. Right? We got 3 weeks out. So towards the end of August. So I think we got plenty of time. We don't have a full moon I think it's a few days before full moon hits again. So we got plenty of time before the tide shifts. For those of you who know what I'm talking about. That's one of my predictive indicators. I use the moon. So yeah, it's looking good so far. So once again, congratulations. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely don't forget to share my shit. Right? It ain't too many people teaching y'all what I'm teaching you and then giving you the alerts. I'm telling you, share my shit. I'll keep coming out, having some fun and giving the game out as long as y'all show a little love, right? For those of you who want to rock with us full time, I suggest you bring your ass into this Discord before the price goes up. Because as I'm showing this, I'm telling you, the more people I make money, the more I raise that damn price. So the price will be going up probably in about 3 to 6 months. I'm probably going to raise the price to maybe $75, maybe even $100 a month. Everybody who's going to be locked in at $50, you'll be locked in. I will not be raising the price on you, but anybody else who's dragging their fucking feet, I will be raising the price. Okay. So once again, I love you all. Have a great trading week or great rest of the trading week. And I will see you tomorrow for trading. Let's get this money. All right. I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.